31 Questions is proudly sponsored by Stephen Coote. He's not selling anything and he's not running for any political office.
Tonight's fabulous prizes could include this tofu, this organic quinoa, and for the love of God, a job. And now the reigning prince of questionability, Dave M. Green.
Hello and welcome to 31 Questions, the TV game show that shows on TV. Game? Yes, I am. Keeping score, it's Sophie Loughran. Sophie Loughran, the sweet, sweet daffodil of 31 Questions.
That would make you the pansy.
Not quite, Sophie. And now the fertiliser, 31 Questions moderator, Anthony McCormack.
You know, speaking of rules, David, and fertiliser, on my way to the studio tonight, I saw a man in a fertiliser truck run a red light.
Well, that stinks. You didn't let him get away with it, did you?
I chased him down. I said, "Hey, buddy, you ran a red light back there." Turns out he had to get to Parliament House in a hurry, so I apologised, gave him the quickest directions, and he borrowed my blasting cap.
Anthony, who is tonight's first contestant?
Yes! When our first contestant isn't accidentally berating homeless men, he's climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, presumably because it's the one place homeless men can't find him. Please welcome Daniel.
Homeless man? What was that about?
Misunderstanding, accident. I went to give him some money, but in the process I kicked his pile of money away. So I ran away.
You know what, David? Give him 5 points.
And you said on your application form you have an IQ that is quite high. What is your IQ?
142.
142?
Yeah.
Right.
That's going by the app, so I'm not sure.
Right, okay. You wouldn't believe me if I told you my IQ was 142 as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Very good.
No joke there, just an amazing coincidence. But I went to a lot of psychologists when I was young, so that's how I got mine.
I'd tell you my IQ, David, but I can't get the damn app to work.
Well, good luck tonight. Anthony, who's the second contestant?
Yes, our second contestant once turned up to primary school with $500 of cold, hard cash. But it was absolutely a misunderstanding. She hadn't meant to steal nearly that much. Please welcome Chelsea.
You stole school's money?
No, I stole my dad's money.
Right, and gave it to the school?
Yeah, I tried to. I wanted a bag to buy at the school store, and I didn't have the money, and my dad said no, so I just took all the money out of his wallet when he wasn't looking, and it turned out to be $500.
Well, good on you, because our schools need that money. And you're a librarian as well, and you brought along a book for us for some reason. Christy Lane's complete book of line dancing.
Yes, I work in a public library, and that's in the book sale to be sold, and I thought that deserved to be in your hands, so I brought it for you. As a gift.
As a gift? That's great. This is so special, I'm not even going to open it. Well, let's play 31 Questions. Okay. General knowledge round time. 1 point for a correct answer, 1 point off if you are an idiot, and if you don't like it, that's why we have a Twitter hashtag. All right, first question. Which TV series follows the misadventures of the Pritchett and Daniel?
Modern Family.
Yes. Modern Family, absolutely. Inventor and genius Nikola Tesla, famous for the development of the Tesla coil and AC electricity, went peculiar in his later years and apparently fell in love with a what? Chelsea.
A cow.
No, you're not actually that far off though. It was a pigeon. Fell in love with a pigeon. So, you know, it's tough work being a genius, right, Daniel? You didn't get that one right, though, did you? Released in 2013, Random Access Memories is the title of the 4th studio album by which French electronic duo? Chelsea.
Daft Punk?
Yes, absolutely right. Which character has been portrayed in movies by Gary Oldman, Christopher Lee, Leslie Nielsen, and Bela Lugosi? All of Yes, Daniel.
James Bond?
No. In fact, none of them have played James Bond. So, good guess. Anyone in the audience? All of those actors have...
Count Dracula.
Count Dracula, yes, have some points, Mr. Audience member. Designed in the 1950s by Felix Wankel, the Wankel rotary engine functions without what important components seen in all other internal combustion engines? Daniel?
Fans?
No. Pistons.
Of course.
Pistons. Wankel rotary engine has no pistons.
And I believe we have an image of Felix Wankel tinkering with his piston.
Yeah, you know what? No, that's not necessary. Not necessary. We don't need to look at that. Starting with C, what is the name for the broad pleated sash worn around the waist with formal attire? Chelsea.
A cummerbund.
Cummerbund. Yeah.
I am such a terrific fan of Cummerbund. He plays such a good Sherlock Holmes.
Name the only 2 metallic elements that are not grey or silvery white. Daniel.
Copper and gold.
Yes. Yes. Well done. Of course, pure copper is red. Pure gold is, well, gold.
Fun fact, David, that's actually how gold got its name.
Yeah, just like oranges.
Oranges aren't gold.
Well, let's check the scores now with Sophie.
Daniel is on 2, and Chelsea, you've had some really golden answers so far. Let's have a look. She's on -1, but you might say she's got the Midas touch.
Okay, it's time for Word on the Street. Buzz in when you know what it is. The word that is, the street, is unimportant. 5 points if you're right, 5 points off if you're wrong. What are these people talking about? Hey, how you doing?
What's going
Can I
on?
ask you a couple of questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
He has a weird face.
He's a comedian, English,
Really awkward.
and
Go down the stairs naked and go into a dryer.
gets himself into scrapes.
What about the clothes?
Interesting taste, but I'm not one to judge. Rowan Atkinson's a really good actor.
He's played by Rowan Atkinson.
Whoa!
Rowan
Daniel.
Rowan Atkinson?
Rowan Atkins.
Rowan Atkinson.
Now you can. How do you want to pronounce that? Because this is it. This is it.
Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson.
Yes.
All right. You know, they said Rowan Atkinson in the Okay. Is it Rowan Atkinson?
It's Mr. Bean.
How high do your IQ was now? Would you say that was?
Continually dropping.
Yeah, I think so. Well, let's have another one. What are these people talking about?
And these people don't have real guts to face people in real life.
Someone who makes people think something, but that isn't that. They are mean.
They're annoying.
They're all right.
Don't like them.
Yeah?
I'm neutral towards them.
Really?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of funny.
Aren't they like just the worst people in the world?
It depends on what they're doing.
They try to hide behind a computer.
They just try and piss off.
Daniel?
Are they internet trolls?
Internet trolls. What put you in that direction?
We said computer.
Well, there you go. That's an open and shut case, I think. Is it trolls?
Trolls.
Yes, it is. Just before we take our first break, Sophie, give us an update.
There's a cold front moving over Victoria with a south to southwesterly wind of 10 to 15 knots expected tomorrow over the bays. 4 millimetres of rain in the Wimmera district and possible thunderstorms in Hobart with a top of 12 degrees.
After the break, a strange urge to buy things and then more 31 questions. All right, time up. Let's see what you got there, Soph.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. That is beautiful. Yeah, I like
Your turn. Show me. My
Yeah.
turn.
What do you think?
I thought we were supposed to be drawing each other.
Yeah, well, you know. Welcome back. I'm David M. Green, and you're somebody else. This is 31 Questions. You know, originally, I wanted to call the show Hindsight Tonight.
Well, we told you, David, no one would get that.
Yes, they will. They'll just get it later. Okay, when is it? I'll go through some events which occurred in a specific year from the history of the Earth and the other planets as well, I guess. The earlier you can name the year, the more points you get. Guess wrong, and all the remaining clues go to the other contestant. And what are the scores again, Sophie?
Our noble man of knowledge, Daniel, is on 17, and our princess of points, Chelsea, is on 1.
When is this? This year, a hippie on LSD was positively aghast at the size of his hands. Sir Joe Bajelki-Peterson begins 8 massively corrupt terms as Premier of Queensland, with hippies and their communes high on his list of things to set on fire.
Jeez, you're really giving it to Sir Joe. What did he ever do to you?
Those with regular-sized hands could still trip out to 2001: A Space Odyssey, which was released this year. The dark side of the moon was seen close up by human eyes for the very first time. That's the actual dark side of the moon as seen by astronauts on the Apollo 8 mission, not the Pink Floyd album, which was released 5 years later. Australia freshens up its Copyright Legislation Act by enacting the Copyright Act of 1968. Yes, Dandy. 1968? Yes. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't get that, Chelsea. Isn't that at the start of like every book?
You would think so, but sorry.
When is this? In this year, the Earth orbited the Sun 1 time. The first Captain America comic was released with a cover featuring Cap punching Adolf Hitler. A lot of people wanted to punch Hitler that year as German forces captured Paris and the Battle of Britain began. Daniel?
1937?
No. No, that's not even during World War II. Your IQ was... Oh, okay.
Every round.
Chelsea, anytime. This was an Olympic year, but there were no Olympics. Hitler's fault again. Somebody really should have punched that guy. Chelsea?
1942?
No!
You know what, David? I'm going to give Chelsea another go at that one, because she was very close.
This was 40% of the way through the 20th century.
1940.
Yeah! Yes, the sensibly named chemistry round. The round with interesting chemistry-based questions and some periodic gags. Shut up.
Hey, you know, David, I reckon you and Sophie have some pretty good chemistry.
Well, Anthony, I do have my eye on you.
You are both moles. These chemistry-related questions are worth 2 points each. Which TV crime drama series do cesium and iodine probably enjoy watching together? Yes, Chelsea.
CSI?
CSI, yes! Why would that be?
C and SI?
There you go, see? You got it. Nice work. The name of which eccentric female musical artist would I spell out if I combine the chemical symbols for lanthanum, dysprosium, yes?
Lady Gaga.
Yes, it would be Lady Gaga. I mean, who else is going to be? Dysprosium, gallium, and gallium. L-A-D-Y-G-A-G-A. Lady Gaga. Well done. In the chemistry-heavy drama series Breaking Bad, what is Walter White's main substance of choice when it... Daniel?
Crystal meth. Oh.
No. I might finish the question. Chelsea. Main substance of choice when it comes to dissolving corpses. Oh, you're going to have a shot. Okay.
Nitrogen.
That would just freeze them, wouldn't it? No, we wanted hydrofluoric acid. But that's all right. You know, it's probably good you don't know that, because if you did, I'd be calling the authorities.
David, give Chelsea 5 points for not knowing how to get rid of. I feel safer already.
Quicksilver is another name for... Yes, Daniel?
Mercury.
Mercury, yes, that's right, mercury. One of the few metals that are liquid at room temperature, commonly used in thermometers.
And kids, if you ever see a broken thermometer, for the love of God, don't touch it. Go get a grown-up, because there's nothing funny about mercury poisoning.
It's actually some good advice, Anthony. Good. What is the more common name for the chemical C8H10N4O2 that many of us consume on a daily basis? Yes, Chelsea.
Water.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
No.
All right. No, we want a caffeine. Caffeine there. I think water is H2O. I think, but... Okay. And now for our big Breaking Bad-esque finale, I've arranged for an elaborate demonstration of the power and wonder of chemistry in action. Sophie's got some chemicals over there for our big experiment. What do you got there, Sophie?
Well, boys and girls, in this flask, I've got some citric acid.
Ooh.
And in this flask, I've got some lactic acid. And I'm supposed to have some mercury chloride. David, have you seen that anywhere?
Oh, yeah. We ran out of beakers, so I just put the mercury in one of those spare Anthony mugs out the back. Sophie, what are you doing?
Don't leave me with
We're in the
David.
middle of a segment. How are the scores going, Sophie?
We've got Daniel on 27, a little duck, and 7 heaven. And we've got Chelsea on 12, a little duck, trying to jump a wall.
Very good. Very good.
Sophie, what you did for me just before, thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you hadn't done what you did, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Time is money. All right, on with the show. Okay, it's the movie quote round where Sophie, Anthony, and I quote a few motion picture scenes. If you can name the film that's being quoted, 5 points are yours. No penalty if you guess wrong. Let's have the action.
Ives is a tunnel man. He digs up front, puts the dirt behind him, and I stash it behind me. So we dig through the dirt like a couple of moles. By dawn, we're under the wire, across a field, into the woods, and gone.
When do you intend to try this? When do you intend to try it?
Oh, tonight.
Hiltz, this may not be quite the right time for this.
Help us out, audience.
Still no?
No, tell him, Anthony.
The Great Escape.
Great Escape! All right, let's have another one.
Wouldn't it be better if you put her someplace?
Someplace? You mean an institution, a madhouse. People always call a madhouse someplace, don't they? Put her someplace.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound uncaring.
What do you know about caring? You ever seen the inside of one of those places? The laughter, the tears, the cruel eyes studying you? My mother there?
Yes, Chelsea.
Is it Terminator 2?
No, it's not. But let's continue. Maybe Daniel can work it out.
My mother there? Oh, but she's harmless. She's as harmless as one of these stuffed birds.
I'm sorry. I just felt that, well, it seems like she was hurting you.
People always suggest. They cluck their tongues and wag their heads and suggest, oh, so delicately.
Any idea? No?
Nothing. I got nothing, sorry.
Yeah, Hitchcock fan? No? Anyone in the audience? Psycho. Psycho is correct. Time for another one.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, why did it have to be snakes?
Yes, Daniel.
Is it Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
Yes! Well done. We'll be right back with the all-new lightning round on 31 questions. Welcome back to 31 questions, coming to you from Melbourne's fabulous Question Dome. I'm David M. Green. Going into the final round of the show, what are the scores, Sophie Loughran?
Daniel is on 32 and Chelsea is on 17. It's been a beautifully balanced game.
Anthony, your penultimate review?
Before we get on to that, David, Daniel, could you remind me again what your IQ is?
142.
142, interesting. Then you should be in a good position to understand what I'm about to do. If we take the volume of these scores and convert it from metric to imperial, put them in a bathtub, allowing, of course, for 7 centuries of continental drift, let's assume for one moment they don't get diluted by the polar ice caps, we would be left with Sophie.
Daniel on 32 and Chelsea on a clear 40.
You're picking up my wavelength loud and clear, Sophie.
Yes, the all-new lightning round. 93 seconds of rapid-fire questions. 1 point for a correct answer. 1 point off if you are an idiot. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round is tonight's 31 questions Grand Wizard. That may be the wrong photo. No, apparently not. Okay, let's have the clock. Your time starts now. A player or team that comes in last place is often said to have won which kitchen utensil? Daniel.
Wooden spoon.
Yes, that's correct. In the TV series True Blood, who plays psychic waitress Sookie Stack? Daniel?
Anna Paquin.
Yes, Anna Paquin. Sautéed reindeer is the national dish of which Scandinavian country? Daniel?
Iceland.
No, Finland. Which author's books include The Dharma Bums, Big Sur and On the Road? Chelsea?
Jack Kerouac.
Yes, well done. What is the longest bone in the human body? Daniel?
Femur.
Femur is correct, yes. Name an animal that rhymes with femur. Daniel?
Lemur.
Lemur, yes, that's probably the only one. If a semi-trailer carrying yellow paint crashes into a Red Cross bloodmobile, what? Yes? Chelsea?
Green.
Orange. Orange. We want orange there. No, red and yellow make orange. In the world of cameras, what does SLR stand for? No? Single lens reflex. Which non-magical word from the Harry Potter franchise is now listed in the Oxford English Dictionary? Chelsea?
Muggle.
Muggle. Starting with K, which black mineral powder has been used as eyeshadow since ancient Egyptian time? Daniel? No. Coal with a K. Mount Zeal is the highest mountain in which Australian state or territory? Chelsea?
Canberra.
That's not a state or territory. Northern Territory. English musician David Roberts. Anthony, what do you think of these two contestants?
Well, I wouldn't have them around for dinner if that's what you're asking.
Sophie, who is tonight's winner?
Daniel, you finished on 36. And Chelsea, I guess you are tonight's wizened wizard because you finished on the round 40. Congratulations.
Amazing work. Daniel, I'm sorry you've lost.
All good. Had
But
fun.
what was your IQ again? Because you can walk out the door with that, and while you're walking out the door, we've also got this lovely consolation prize for you. It's a I Lost on 31 Questions t-shirt, and it's extra large because you are a big fat loser. So there you go. Chelsea, congratulations. You are tonight's 31 Questions champion. Tell her what she's won, Anthony.
Yes! It's a David M. Green Dustbuster! Suck, suck, suck. Are there no depths to which this appendage will not sink? And now it's clearly printed on this dustbuster. You'll wonder how you ever sucked without the extra sucking suck of David M. Green's powerful suck.
David. Chelsea, join me in the centre. Congratulations, you have won a 31 questions. There you go. Very own vacuum cleaner. Now, you've won this thing that sucks because you didn't suck enough.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Please thank tonight's 31 Questions contestants, and thank you very much to Sophie and Anthony. Thank you for watching. Become our friend on Facebook. Become our enemy on Facebook. I'm David M. Green, and you can be too.